black cats got Dave N. The white hats, they got Doug. The Google search engine has...
Hello, and welcome to another wonderful edition of the Jim and Ann Show! So, my name is Jim Boykin. I'm the CEO and founder of Internet Marketing Ninjas, and we have...
And Smarty the brand and the manager of Internet Marketing Ninja. I'm getting better at that.
All right, so in today's edition, we are going to talk about... Well, last week we talked a little bit about some of the weird leads that we get, and today we're going to talk about other interesting emails that we've received. So I'll just read one off for you here, and it says, "Good day. As you may know, the advertising is being very important to rank and SERPs for a site." Yes, English is not their first language. I have lots of sites, most of them within finance technology niche. However, I do offer health, travel, and SEO sites as well. I often do advertising deals such as sponsored posts and various media, travel, health, and finance related companies. If you have any interest in advertising on my group of sites, please let me know. I have more than 200 sites on every theme with high DA and PR. I do offer further discounting for deals involving multiple blogs with an additional discount for repeat customers. Feel free to let me know if your budget, and I'm sure we can work out an amicable deal for both of us. We have several additional new blogs this month for your advertising benefit. All deals are negotiable. I look forward to hearing back from you." I'm sure you get these emails all the time. And I remember last week we talked a little about the person who was wanting like 200 plus links a month, and boy, they can go to this place and get, links on 200 of their sites. So I wanted to bring this up. I was at an affiliate conference last week, and one of the big buzzwords around there was everyone talking about their private blog networks.
Isn't that old news?
Yeah.
Private blog networks?
Well, here's...
That's done.
It's done. But here's someone that's talking about their 200 sites. So let's talk a little bit about this person's 200 websites. So... All right, so a couple things. These websites, if you got links on a whole bunch of these websites, you're going to get penalized. Let me tell you some of the many reasons how and why you're going to get penalized. So this person that owns 200 websites, they're probably all registered under the same name. Even if they do domains by proxy, Google still knows who owns the domain name. They can see through domain by proxy. So if they're all under the same name, Google knows that. And so that's the first part, is Google probably knows who owns it. They're probably all hosted on the same exact IP address as well, or at least on the same C block. So Google's going to understand that as well. If these domains, a lot of them are registered on the same day, Google's going to know that as well. And then the other thing that Google is going to look at with these websites is they're going to look at who are these websites linking out to. And they're going to do things like, are they linking out to other websites using commercial phrases? There's flag number one. If every time these sites link out to another site, it's always using a commercial phrase, that's not natural. If these sites all tend to link out to, if there's a pattern in backlinks, if we look at these 200 websites and say, who are they all linking out to? And if we look at a pattern on there and say, well, out of these 200 websites, 50 of them are linking to site X, and 40 of them are linking to site Y, and 30 of them are linking to site Z, it's like Google will pick up on that as well. And so, the interesting thing is they're saying, in here they say they have their group of sites, discount deals for multiple blogs, and additional discount for repeat customers. So if they're selling to you, they're also selling to a whole bunch of other people. And the other people that are buying this are, they're spammy SEOs, and you're just jumping right into the neighborhood of a bunch of spammy SEOs. So if you get your link on any one of these sites, it's not going to be good for you. you're going to get banned for all those reasons. And I know that this site is probably the same owners, probably the same IP, or at least the same C block. Probably a bunch of them were all bought on the same day. Probably a bunch of them are all linking out to the same sites, because anyone that buys in here, they're going to be like, I want to get on these
Discounts.
30 or 40 sites that are all in the SEO industry. Let me get on here with a bunch of other SEOs, or finance or travel. It's like, let's say you got a health site. Let me jump on here along with a whole bunch of other health-related SEO websites these sites are all going to get penalized. So as Google maps these out and penalizes places, you're going to be right in the middle of it. So I would not recommend that to you.
Here's what I'm wondering. I know that in many years ago, you could actually live on blog networks. You could earn a lot and even have a team and stuff like that. How is it working right now for them? Are they really people buying this stuff after getting an email? How many people
because just last week we got that lead of the guy saying, I want 200 links a month. And it's like, wow, if you knew, 5 or 10 of people like this that have their own little private blog networks, no problem. They got new sites coming in every month too, and discount for multiple links.
Sad.
And it is.
I thought we were way past that stage.
Not everyone is. Not everyone is. I have another lead in here. This one came in through my LinkedIn. I got some interesting leads through my LinkedIn. This one here says, hello, Jim. Please let me know if you would be interested in placement on About.com or Examiner.com for you or your clients. Price would be $415 with guaranteed placement. Please let me know. Now, I've seen others that not only mention About.com or Examiner.com, but, like I said earlier, there was even one that mentioned Moz. I was thinking of sending that over to Rand and be like, hey, Rand, there's major news places as well, where you look over this list of these guaranteed links and you're like, Forbes and others, and you're like, what? You know what? They are, but, well, Forbes has been blocked from passing PR since 2007, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Forbes has been in trouble a couple of times. I like Forbes. I like their writers. I hate the mobile version because when you go to the site, there's all these pop-up stuff. Annoying site, but Forbes has been in trouble a handful of times in the past. But here you go. You can get your placement on About.com because they know an About.com editor in a category, and so that editor in that category is going to write something and embed a link in. If I was About.com or IAC that owns them, I would be following up on everyone that says, you can get a link on About.com, send me all those names of all those people so I can take all those editors and, throw them out of About.com because, they're selling links out of you.
The About.com are not direct links. They go through some weird redirect stuff. Yeah, and when you click, you see the About, the iframe, iframe all the links.
Maybe they don't count, which would be good. The last laugh would be on them.
Yeah.
People want to buy my links? Okay. I'll sell you a bunch of no-follows. I don't, you're in payday loans? I'll get you some no-follows. Probably not on my site, though. Even a no-follow, I'd feel dirty on my site, but I got sites for you. Here's another one I got. Jim, we are doing high-quality link building and content marketing via blog posting for SEO agencies. Oh, great. This company works for a bunch of SEO agencies. How clean do you think they are?
Great company to get it.
But I hate to say that because we're kind of an SEO agency. Maybe I consider us a full-service, real marketing company, but 99% of SEO agencies, especially when I finish this email, you don't want to be involved in these. But let me, we are doing high-quality link building and content marketing via blog posting for SEO agencies. We provide unique content that adds value to the web on high DA sites with social signals. With a publishing membership of 225,000 plus and the largest online collection of opt-in bloggers, parentheses, not to mention many more bloggers joining daily. 225,000 and more joining daily. Why aren't I a member of this? Oh, wait a minute. We have the resources to handle any campaign, small or large, for you. If you're interested in knowing more about our services, please provide me with your email and phone number so we can contact you with additional info. I believe this came in through LinkedIn. 225,000. That's a lot bigger than that first guy who had 200 links in it, or 200 sites in his network. That's 225,000 plus. More joining every day. Who do you think is joining the network? Like, who do you think? I'll tell you who's joining them. Like, dirty SEOs are joining these networks. Dirty, bad SEOs that are 225,000. Oh God, you remember what I talked about in the first email about the same IP address, same owners, external links? Like, this is the stuff that Google just loves to explore.
Yeah, and they've got very good at that too.
Yeah. If you have 225,000 sites in your network, you have so many holes and issues. Like, how can you get 225,000 sites on their own IP address? Okay, so that's a lot. That's a lot of, and no one is really joining this. Like, no one's like, I want to join this collection of opt-in bloggers. The only one joining this collection of opt-in bloggers are all those that are black hat and are about to be penalized if they're not already. In fact, you can go to Fiverr. I think I mentioned Fiverr before. Yeah. And on Fiverr, it's actually, there's some dirty stuff on there. There's even like, we'll sell you 225,000 links, but danger, this could get you penalized. And that's how they word it. So it's like dirty SEOs that want to get a competitor penalized. Like, they read this with all the warnings, and the warnings are like, it's tongue-in-cheek. They're looking, people are looking at this going like, oh, if I buy this, there's all these warning signs about getting banned. What if I bought this for my competitor? And so, like, I'll buy 225,000 links from this opt-in group of opt-in bloggers for my competitor so that I can get my competitor banned. And so, like, these are kind of the same links. Like, on one side, they're sending out this email saying, you want to rank higher? 225,000 links we can get you in. And probably on the other side, they're selling this to another group of people saying, do you want to get your competitors penalized? Buy this stuff.
That's double win. Everyone wins.
So this is sad.
Very sad.
Blog networks. If you're ever going somewhere and you're like, I'll take a handful of those links or a little order form, or you just ready to give me 200 links, like, you are going to get penalized. You're going to get penalized. You're going to have to end up doing a disavow, probably a reconsideration, probably not even a reconsideration, because a human isn't going to detect this. An algorithm is going to detect it. It's not even going to take reaching a human. You're algorithmically going to trip a filter. You're going to get banned. You're going to have to do a disavow. Wait a year, maybe even longer, because Google is going to be like, this is so bad that the time period we're baking into this is 3 years. If you clean everything up this month. So don't go anywhere where it's like you're just buying, a whole bunch of links. If you're doing like, write a great piece of content and promote it, and if it gets 10 links from people voluntarily, and people who you write to, they may or may not link to it, it's editorially approved, there's no SEOs on there. It's more like if you write to someone and say, hey, I'm researching the history of the internet, and I came across a great article about the history of the internet, and you should add it to your page. And whether they do or not, however they link to it, like, that's okay. Unless you go to the page and you're like, oh my God, this page was built for SEO, then you wouldn't want to write to that page. But, even that, like, you're not, it's done by hand, and not everyone is going to link to you.
And they will link the way they want to.
And they'll link how they want to, and it's a very slow process. And I mean, for us at Ninjas to get 10 links for someone, that's $5,000. 10 links a month for the trusted links, and it's a lot of work. It's writing great content. It's writing to educators and professors and teachers and orgs and saying, hey, here's some great information, and you may want to link to this page over here. and whether they do or not, it's up to them. But that's a slow process of writing great content and then promoting that great content. If you're doing things like anything that's a digital asset, like an infographic or a quiz or a video, maybe it's submitting it to a couple of places, stumbled upon Reddit, a couple of places, and then from there it has a life of its own and can garner backlinks. But if you're just, but that's, I guess, the key to, when I say real link building or real content marketing, is creating something of value that a page of value would link to because it's of value and it makes sense. And if you're just like, I want 100 links to my home page or to this product page, and like, why would someone ever link to your home page or to your product page? They're probably not. And if you're just like, give me a whole bunch of links with these phrases going to these particular pages, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it, whoever you're going through, you're going to get banned. You want to get banned? No, you don't want to get banned. Don't fall for goofy stuff like those emails. We get them all day long. I guess the part that scares me is, remember that we had that lead last week, and I think the guy's budget was like $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
And he was looking for a lot of links, and like, I'm sure I could call up that place with a $225,000 and say, how much for, just give me 200 links a month and spread it out and give me a little spreadsheet. Like, the sad thing is there's SEOs that will do that. They'll be like, you want 200 links a month for 10,000? Sure. It'll cost me $5 a month, and every month I'll give you a nice spreadsheet of 200 links, and you're not going to get the result that you thought you were. In fact, you get the exact opposite result, which is you're penalized, your site's toast. Don't do that. All right. And with that, thank you for watching the Jim and Ann Show.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Well, how do you know?
How do you know?
I'm sure it does. I have no idea how to tell. Do you know?
You're turning this around on me now.